Good morning, everyone. It's September 15th at 8 a.m. I want to go over a little bit what I did yesterday. I started to record a video. I was saying, hey, welcome back. And then things kind of got out of hand. Robinhood wouldn't let me sell my option. I did a put, and it kept saying I can't sell what I have in a long position. I have no idea what that meant, but it wasn't letting me sell. It wasn't letting me sell. So, kind of got out of hand. Instead of making $1,000 in 2 minutes, it took me, I didn't even know how long it took me, a few hours. So I'll kind of go over that real quick. In the morning, this was yesterday, so here's the gray after hours pre-market. The black is intraday, so I'll blow that up real quick. I'll show you on the 15-minute chart. So right away, it opened up here. I bought a put, and it came down, and I was up quite a bit. If I look here, 31.70 down to 31.45. So, that's $25 at 50 cents. You can do the math there. It wouldn't let me sell, wouldn't let me sell, wouldn't let me sell, and then I had to watch it go up. And I was like, oh god. So I ended up buying another put. Excuse me. Because the overall trend of the day is a downtrend. You got 1, 2, 3. Well, that wasn't there yet, but 1, 2, 3. So the overall was a downtrend. So I just waited for it to come up as high as I thought it was going to go and bought another put. And it kind of did this, kind of this. And then it was consolidating, going back and forth. It wasn't getting any higher, it wasn't getting any lower, right? So what I did was I tried to average down a little bit more. So instead of like when I bought here and here, now my price is up here. Excuse me, now my price is down here. That is bought here and roughly right here. So I was just trying to bring my average cost up. And I wasn't getting quite enough. So I bought another one, bought another one. Every time I hit green up, I bought a put. So now I'm with 4 puts, right? And then you see this. So after all this time, it was roughly 10:30 my time, Central Time. So after 2 hours, it started to break down, and then I sold about right here. So I ended up making roughly $1,000, and it finally just let loose. But I was done trading by then. If I'd have kept all that, that would have been an extra $15,000, I think, going through all that. But after Robinhood had held me down, and then I just kept chopping back and forth, I was ready to call it quits after 2 hours, which I wanted to change up the strategy anyways. But we'll go over here to the hour chart, and I had marked out some lines, but I changed them and went to this. But for today, well, all right, we'll go back to yesterday for 1 second. So not yesterday, the day before closed down here, and then overnight it gapped up. So it's missing this whole section of candles. So when you see a gap like that, it normally the stock needs to come back down and close that gap. See how it came down and there's no longer that gap? It's got these candles here. Same thing here. Gapped up, came down, and it closed this gap. So what we're looking at here is this small gap right here from roughly 31.12 to 31.23. Now is it going to come back down here and close that gap and then shoot up, come back down, close the gap, keep going? Is it going to forget about that gap altogether? I doubt it's going to forget about that gap, but it may come up here and then come back down. I'm not quite sure. But that's the same thing I had for yesterday. Huge gap, $50 or something. And then it kind of chopped back and forth, chopped back and forth. It did start heading down, and that's where I was in it on this candle. And then it just kept doing this, and then finally broke through and closed that gap. I just ran out of patience, so I missed all that. So we're going to switch up the strategy a little bit, which I'm going to buy momentum right off the bat, whether it's going up or going down. And then hopefully Robinhood lets me sell. If it does, I'm looking to make $300-400 maybe, real quick, maybe more, maybe less. I just want to make something, and then I want to see a trend. This is the hourly, so it's not really going to tell me, but on the 15-minute chart, it'll take me 15, 30, 45, an hour to find some kind of trend. Because if I look here, I went down V and then had nothing. It basically came to the same height here, so it was still overall this downtrend. It didn't go anywhere. It just kind of went back and forth, and then it continued down. But it never went lower than that. So now we're on our own. Now we're on our own with our own trend over here. So it went down, up, so high, low. So high, low. So now we got to get above that or below this to actually consider the trend on the 15-minute chart. Seems like a lot of waiting. So what I'm going to do is try to get into momentum, whether it's going up or down, and see if it takes off to the high. I'm going to buy a call and try to sell it, make a couple bucks. If it takes off low, I'm going to try to sell it, make a couple bucks. And I'm just going to watch out for support lines. You got support here, it'd be support here at the bottom of this one. You just need to look for peaks and valleys. You got support here, so that would probably be more likely to hit this one because it's so big. And then down here you'd have technically right there, but I'd move it up to here because you got more points. 1, 2, you got 2 points hitting here. So 3160 down to 3127 roughly. And then whichever direction it heads, I'm going to hop into that way, and I'm going to get out, and then once it hits that line and bounces off or continues to go down, I'll bet that direction. Same thing with up. If it hits that line, comes down, and wants to head back towards it, if it crosses it, I'm going to bet with it going up. And that whole time you can be in and out, scalping that. But that's for you. If you get caught with your pants down, it could turn into a bad situation. Alright, so with on the hourly chart, we've got this velocity green on the MACD right here, which is moving average, convergence, divergence. These lines here are moving averages. Exponential moving average, 200, 50, and 20. I can't even remember what that was. 9. Okay, so that was part of the strategy of the 9. If it closes above there on the daily, so you got this 9 exponential moving, 9 days. So if it closes below it, then that's a buy signal and it wants to go above it. Okay, that's what it is. If it closes above it, it's a buy signal to go down to it or below it. So, you're way up here, closing above it, it's a sell signal to get down to it. Down here, it's a buy signal because it closed below it. It came up to it. It closed below it, so that would be another buy signal, but it gapped down and it turned, it was all crazy through here. But that is one strategy: is when it closes above, you sell. When it closes below, you buy. Or above, put, below, call. Alright, so right now it's below it, closed below it, and looks like it's going to be a call day for some people. Alright, so right now, excuse me, with the MACD, it has this bright green velocity, saying that a lot of people are going up. Right here, it's dull green. It's going up, but not as much. And then it turns red, and same thing, bright red, way down. Dull red, coming back to green, right? Next thing is, when the gold line is above the blue, it's a downtrend. When it crosses, goes above it, it's an uptrend. You can kind of see how that correlates. And just remember that this is a lagging indicator. You're going to get your first information from the price, and the candle and the action, price action. Volume helps. Lagging indicators. This is all first hand. This is secondary. Just confirmation of what you're seeing up here. So right here, down, switches over, comes up. Right now you got a pretty good gap, and you got bright green. So we'll see. That's on the hourly. On the 15, looks like it's coming back down and wants to cross back down. So we'll see how it works here in 20 minutes. I'm just assuming, it's just me, that it's going to want to come down and touch and go back up. That's just me looking at the chart. I'm not an expert, but who knows? Of course, you got the 5-minute chart as well. This is pointing down on the MACD, but it's slowing down. If you can see the dull red, it's slowing down. And this is going to be your overall trend. So if you want to leave your call or put going for a while and you want to make the bigger money, not just the quick scalps in the morning, you want to follow this. You want to hold it over the days, you want to follow this. And this is getting kind of crazy. It's a huge downswing. You're looking at $450 down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So eventually it's going to have to turn and come back up, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. But you never know. It could be any day. Just about 12 minutes of just talking right now, so hopefully we can get a video out there today. Catch up with you here in a little bit. Alright, so we got about 30 seconds till the bell. Not a whole lot has happened. I put a 3140 line in there because it comes back throughout time and touches a couple spots. Looks like it's turning down. On the 1 minute, it's turning down as well. We'll see how it opens and goes. So on Robinhood, market's open and it's just dropped and then went up. Dropped and went up. 15-minute chart. Just close right here. Just 3143. If we can get above that, we'll go up. If it drops below this one, we can go down. 3131. Not a lot of volume. There's not a lot of volume, not a lot of movement. Normally the market floats up. It's getting ready to cross on 15 to the downside. Everything looks like it's going downhill. Now it's coming back up. So I'm looking at a 31.35 put for 918. It's at 57.65, 20, 10, 56. So the price is going up on Amazon. Looking at a 31.35 call. Price is 56.75, 57.25, 56.50. It's just kind of back and forth right now. The 1 hour is kind of dying down. If you look at the 1 hour, right off the bat, it's kind of losing its momentum. 31.40 put, 57.30, 56.98. It's going green again. Yes, it's just kind of back and forth. There's not a whole lot shaking right now. 31.40 put, 57.95, 57.98, 95, 48, 25, 10. So it's not really a whole lot going on. The 1 minute got one red, two greens. Got my son up crying. 31.30 call, 58.58. Been really shaking right now. I guess we can look at the 4 hour chart. Now shed some light on what we're doing. We got some velocity up on the 4 hour, but you still got this 1, 2, 3, 4 down, making it go all the way up to 31.80 without breaking trend. Well, nothing happened here. May just take a break and wait for something to show itself. Again, I'll have to wait for this to get above that. What does that close? 31, 43, 50. 31, 43, 50. Move that line down. If it breaks above that, then we can go high. We can go for a call. If it comes down to this line, it's going to want to touch and bounce back or break through to here. And there's not much of a window there. You're looking at $6. I mean, that would be cool, I guess. If you look at this 1 minute chart, I'm looking at on the left, you got down, up, down, so it'd have to break down here to make a put. So I'm looking at 31.35 put. It's 55.88 right now. 56.05, 23. 56.03, 5600. Yeah, see, it's not making lower lows. So now I'm going to want to see if it gets above this, go higher. And that closes 31.38. Put 56.68. $58.30, $58.25, 20, 30. If I can get in. Alright, I just bought. I got screwed. Excuse me. Yeah, put me down $7. As soon as I bought it, I got jacked. 29 is about where I bought it. Excuse me. Now I'm getting fucked. It did put in a lower low, so it went down, up, down. So down, up, down, and then it's going back up and it's making a higher high. So we'll go to the 5 minute frame, see what that's saying to us. Crushed right off the rip. So what I could do is buy a call. If it breaks through there, buy a call, and then whichever pattern wins, sell the loser and buy more of the winner. So we're at 20 minutes on the video already, so I'll just take a break and I'll come back to you when there's more action. Alright, still going the opposite direction of what I need it to. I bought it here at 29. I'm going to wait for it to hit 49, and then I'll buy another put to average down. That's about the action right now. It's on its way. You got 1, 2, 3. So we'll see if we can average down. Alright, so I did. I got in at 31.49. Originally one at 31.29. So the average there is 39. And we'll see. See if we can get back down there. Alright, until then, we'll just wait. If it goes up another 20 bucks, I'll have to buy another one, bring the average up. Alright, you can see that the price continues to go up. So I'm going to look at this daily. The 4-hour chart, the MACD says going up. The daily looks like it's slowing down a little bit. This could be just a up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a continuation. Could be all the way up here. Who knows? We're not really sure. But from this overall trend, I still need to get way up here before I can say it's a reversal. So what I'm going to do is I should have bought at a high right here of 62. I was going to try to wait till it got to 69, 31.69 to kind of average down to 49. I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting real close to the hour close, so we can just kind of sit here and watch it, and I'll get back with you in just a couple minutes. Yeah, we're back. I got about 5 seconds left till this closes right here. You can see that we're boom, dropped way up, came down, went way up. I'm looking at 31.69 real close, so I'm going to go ahead and try to buy one. Try to buy it, didn't let me. Wants me to pay more than what it's worth. 36.60. No, still didn't let me buy it. Alright, there it went. Excuse me. Alright, so now I've got 3 contracts. Average cost is $47.39. Bought it just a little over 69, so this is going to be roughly $31.50. Do the math and get a little more accurate of a check, but till then, catch up with you in a little bit. Alright, so I averaged down and the price got to that yellow line right there. If you can see that or not. It's right there. That was my average cost. It dropped down, so I made some. Wasn't quite able to sell it right off the bat. I'm up $114, whatever. And it took 45 minutes. We got there. I mean, it could have held on to it longer, of course. And that's the name. That's like my MO. I just always get back to zero, and then I start to freak out. Instead of holding it and letting it do some work, I sell it just to make sure I got profit. 114 bucks in 45 minutes. Now I still can't see a trend going on for the day, but I mean it is what it is. Had this big candle going up, big candle going down. Still got 45 minutes left on this candle, so anything could happen here. And you can see that it kind of losing steam. And just take what you can get. I don't know. If I jump back in, I'll record it. If not, I'll take $114 and move on, I guess. Alright, so I bought in somewhere in here. Bought another one because a half hour closed right here. Kept falling. Got down to one of my lines. I sold in here. Made $1,000. That's a wrap. Later. Alright, so I'm back. Everything's sold off. Just want to go over real quick what I did. So it's 10:44. 2 hours ago, roughly, I bought my first put contract at 58.30. So let's see if we can get that going. 58.30, and then the price went up on me, so my cost went down. So I bought another one to average down, and then the price kept going up. And again, I'm just trying to go every $20 buy one, and I can afford to buy 5 if the price of Amazon moves 100. So right here went $20. I bought another one. Went another $20. So I bought another one. Oh, plus 3660, and that brought me to a total of $14,210. So I sold those 3 for $14,325. I made $115 in the first hour. Let's see, 9:15. So in the first 45 minutes, I'm up $115. Then later on, it started to dip again, so I got in, and the first one, I was doing another put, so the first one cost me $59.95, and I bought 2 of those. Well, I bought one of those, and then, did I skip one? Yeah, I'm sorry. The first one cost 53, and then 59. I averaged up because it was going momentum. So plus 53.80. Just to be clear, I bought this one first, and the price kept falling down, so I bought another one. So my price went up, so I was averaging up, and then I was into it for. I feel like I'm missing something here. Yeah, okay. So I got into it for 11,375. Sold the first one for 6,200. So minus 6,200. And then I sold the second one for 6,300, which gave me 1125 minus the first 115. If I did the math right, yeah, 1240. So that's my. What's happening? What was it? 1240. Trying to figure out where. Well, oh, that's Amazon. Okay. Yeah. So roughly $1,239, and that was the last one was at 9:45. So $1,200 in an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, not too bad, I guess. So if you look at it, I bought a put right around here. It came down. I wasn't able. I didn't sell it. Went back up. Averaged up. Averaged down as it went up. Bought another one. Ended up making some money. I sold around here. Could have made a lot more. Got into it again. Bought 2 of them. Came down. And then now it's just kind of consolidating. So over here on the 1-day chart, still up on the green. So we got 1, 2, 3 downtrend, a little bit of green. As long as it doesn't make it all the way up here, we're still technically in a downtrend. So that's the way you want to go. So new goal will be, instead of making $1,000 a day, I'm going to try to make a couple hundred right off the bat, and then buy the momentum or not the momentum, but the trend for the day. And I'm trying to buy just Monday and Tuesday when there is 3 days left of price movement. So it gives me more of a chance to follow this trend and make more money instead of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday when I'm running out of time and the price gets more expensive the later in the week I go. So if I can make $5 grand Monday, $5 grand Tuesday, or $10 grand Monday, or five, whatever. I'm just trying to make more money Monday and Tuesday. So stick around for that. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. This is a 30-minute video and kind of choppy, but it's my first video back and everything went all right. We'll see if we can get better tomorrow. Until then, peace.